The wildness reminds us what it means to be human, what we are connected to rather than what we are separate from. Welcome back to Nairobi as we go on a journey to play with nature and see it in its innocence and beauty. Our first stop for the day is the Giraffe Center, which is located in Langada. This center was especially established to protect the endangered species of giraffe. Giraffe are the tallest land animals in the world. And did you know that a giraffe could look into a second-story window without even having to stand on its tiptoes? The African Fund for Endangered Wildlife Kenya is also known as the Giraffe Center and is a non-profit making organization which was founded by the late Betty and Jock Leslie in 1979. The late Betty, Jock's American-born wife, had earlier discovered the sad plight of the Rothschild giraffe, and there were only 120 left on an 18,000-acre ranch in western Kenya. The first effort to save this subspecies was to bring 2 young giraffes to this property in Langada. My hats off to a wonderful lady for taking such a huge step to save this adorable species. You are so good looking. The David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust is a small, flexible charity established in 1977 to honor a famous naturalist, David Leslie William Sheldrick. The trust has played an extremely significant role in Kenya's conservation efforts since it was founded in 1977. Daphne Sheldrick was the first person in the entire world to successfully hand-rear newborn, fully milk-dependent African elephant orphans, something that spanned 28 years of trial and error to achieve. By the year 2008, the trust had successfully saved and hand-reared over 82 infant African elephant calves, 2 from the day of birth. Currently, over 40 of the Trust's hand-reared elephants are fully established and living free among their wild peers in Tsavo. Let's take a stopover for lunch now. Expect nothing less than the most distinctive of the places to go to. The Carnivore has become like a standard stop on the safari trail. This open-air meat specialty restaurant is something we surely won't miss visiting. It's one of the best restaurants in the entire Africa and amongst the top 50 in the world. The Carnivore restaurant is a unique experience. This open-air meat specialty restaurant has become a standard stop of the African safari trail. The meat is roasted on a special Maasai skewers over a huge, visually spectacular charcoal pit that dominates the entrance of the restaurant.
I'm going to serve you a set lunch. We have some spicy butternut soup to start with. Then later on, we'll get you some sauces and salads on the table.
Okay.
Then we'll give you very hot plate. Then we'll start coming down with the different kinds of meat, one after the other. We'll tell you the meat which you bring. Okay. You eat as much as you can. Okay. Your stomach is your limit. When you have had enough, there's this little flag. You surrender by lowering the flag down. Okay. That means no more meat.
Celebrities have come to this restaurant and they love it. Tell us more about them.
They're fantastic. When you look at our visitors book, it's basically who is who in the Hollywood world.
Kenyan artifacts और jewelry दुनिया भर में मशहूर है. Throughout the country, there are many examples of rock art and cave painting by early man, and of similar designs and motifs carried through recent centuries. We are at the African Heritage Gallery, and besides the vast collection of original works of African art and tribal sculptures that it houses, the African Heritage Gallery also features authentic artifacts from the people of Kenya. Designed by Makena Mabaria, the African Heritage Galleries and the Libra House is a combination of architectural style from across the continent.
We have things from not just Kenya, but the whole continent. And what we do is we pick out the best things that we think are the nicest pieces and the most memorable pieces from each country. And we're also doing design, so we take those pieces again and put them into interior design prospect.
After an exciting day of safari and great food, it's time for me to take a short break. But don't go anywhere, because after the break, I'm taking you to the Mount Kenya Safari Club. So keep watching High Life Dubai in Nairobi. And to win all expenses paid trip to Kenya for 2 courtesy HTT Dubai, just answer the simple question. Name the big 5 animals in Kenya. Go on our website and answer the question, or SMS your answer to 6127. HLD space answer space name and location.